Goldilocks the Ghoul and the Three Bears. Deep in the blackened woods where no birds sang, and even the trees seemed to moan, there crept a creature twisted by hunger. She had once been a girl, fair-haired and bright-eyed, but now her eyes were sunken hollows. Her golden curls clung to her scalp like moldy straw, and her nails were like black thorns. Her name, long lost to rot and time, was still whispered in trembling breaths by hunters and travelers, Goldilocks. Driven by an endless, gnawing hunger, she wandered in a half-dream, sniffing the wind for warmth, for blood, for life. One day, a scent pierced the stench of her decay, fresh stew, warm fur, living things. She followed it through the thickets until she came upon a quaint cottage nestled between ancient trees, chimney puffing gently. The door, mercifully, was unlocked. Inside, she shuffled with unnatural grace. Her nose twitched. On the table sat 3 steaming bowls. Her stomach screamed. She lunged at the largest bowl, but the broth was thick and boiling. The heat scalded her tongue, making her hiss like a cat. She tried the second, lukewarm and foul. It reminded her too much of grave water. Then the third. The third was perfect, warm, spiced, and rich with marrow. She devoured it in a frenzy, slurping and gnashing until the bowl cracked beneath her clawed grip. Still starving, she wandered to the living room. 3 chairs stood there. The first creaked under her, its bones too solid. The second was too plush, swallowing her in fabric like a coffin. But the third chair splintered beneath her sharp hips, snapping like brittle ribs. She let out a hoarse chuckle that echoed wrong against the walls. Upstairs, she found 3 beds. The first was massive, stiff as a tombstone. The second sagged and stank of musk. But the third, small, soft, stained with youth and warmth, was just right. She curled into it, eyes rolling back as she let the scent of life lull her into a doze. But life, unlike the dead, does not sleep forever. The bears returned. Papa Bear's hackles rose the moment he sniffed the air. Mama Bear growled low, eyes darting. Baby Bear whined softly. "She's here again," Mama Bear whispered. They entered as a family, claw and fong ready. Papa Bear saw the empty bowls and roared. Mama Bear found the broken chair. But Baby Bear, eyes wide with horror, pointed upstairs. Together they crept up. They found her in his bed, mouth parted in a ghastly smile. Skin like wet parchment stretched too tight. She opened her eyes, milky and mad, and hissed. She leapt at them. The battle was brutal. Papa Bear's arm was torn. Mama Bear's side ripped. But they fought with the desperation of parents, of protectors. Finally, with a mighty slam, Baby Bear hurled a silver candlestick into her skull. The ghoul howled, shattered, and crumbled to dust. The bears stood wounded, their home in ruins. But they were safe, for now. And deep in the woods, the wind carried a whisper. Not full yet,